Adyel here and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a video that I'm super excited about. It's one of my favorite videos to film, and that is another Girl Talk Get Ready With Me. However, this is the 6th Girl Talk Get Ready With Me that I'm doing, which means I'm answering your questions. So I had you guys anonymously, even though like I know who you are, but I'm not telling people who you are, submit your advice questions via Insta DMs and Twitter DMs, and basically I read them while I get ready and I go into different topics and your specific topics. So basically every Girl Talk Get Ready With Me, I do 2 regular episodes and then one of these episodes and then 2 regular episodes and one of these episodes. So you can check out my whole Girl Talk Get Ready With Me playlist on the screen and down below. Yeah, I'm so excited. This video is going to be a little bit long, but I feel so bad because I always have so many questions and they're all so good. So I try and answer just as many as possible. So yeah, I try and do different topics, especially a lot of ones that I can relate to and give you specific advice on like what I've done. And yeah, so before we get started, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and leave me comments down below. I love reading all of your feedback. Also, you know, give some of the people that ask for advice your feedback in the comments. Like give the time frame and be like, for the person who asked this, like this is what I would do, you know, let's spice it up a little, you know. Also, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I post every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. It is such a fun time around here. I promise you won't regret sticking around. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So if this shirt ain't me, I don't know what is. So cute. But we're gonna hop right in. The first thing I'm gonna do after I put my headband on is read one of your questions, and I'm gonna keep them all anonymous. I'm not even gonna say whether they're from Twitter or Instagram. I'm taking from both, by the way, though, DMs. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go through. I screenshotted a bunch of them that kind of like sparked interest in me or gave me some inspiration. Yeah, I'm gonna try and make the topics as diverse and widespread as possible. My next Girl Talk Get Ready With Me, I believe I'm gonna do on heartbreak. I'm not really sure though, but I'm pretty sure that it's time. Ooh, this is so hard. All of your submissions are so good. I have no idea which ones to answer first. Ooh, this one's juicy. Okay, I'm gonna answer this one. Okay, so I had a friend with benefits for the longest time, like 3 or 4 years, and he's my best friend. I know it's really weird, but I really love him so much, but neither of us wants a relationship with each other. Okay, so 2 years ago, I met this really awesome girl, and now we are best friends, and obviously I told her all about this dude. Then I introduced them because they are both really important to me, and now they are dating. Like, WTF? Girl, I don't know how to feel about this. I'm happy for them, but at the same time, I feel really uncomfortable and I kind of don't want to hang out with them anymore. I don't know how anyone can have an advice for this situation, but I just needed to tell someone. It's been killing me. Anyway, if you read this, I think you're really talented. Aww, and you have a bright future ahead of you. Keep shining and working hard. Thank you so much. Girl, okay. That one definitely jumped out at me right away. You already know I have to try and give advice for that one first. So honestly, I don't know what I do, because it's like, it's a hard situation because you and your friends with benefits, even though like you're best friends, you both have said like you don't want anything with one another, but then like how do you not feel some type of way when you like introduce like your best friend to your friends with benefits and like they start dating? Like, it's not humanly possible to not feel some type of way, you know? Like, I would feel some type of way. I would be like, really? But at the same time, it's like, it's hard because it's like, you know, there's girl code, but at the same time, like, you never dated the guy, but you do have history with him and he is your best friend. I mean, I wouldn't want to hang out with them either, honestly. Like, that's just kind of awkward, and I feel like eventually it would stir up problems between both people. I feel for you, girl, because I don't even know what to tell you. If you genuinely feel in your heart that like it's making you feel some type of way and you just think like the energy of it all and the whole situation is toxic itself and you don't want to hang out with them anymore, like just don't hang out with them, I guess. I think that's what I would do. I know it hurts, like, because they're your best friends, but like, I don't know, I would distance myself. You know, like, they're gonna continue to date. Damn. I would honestly say, like, do what's best for you. Coming from an outsider perspective, in my personal opinion, Like, I think you have every right to feel the way that you do. The situation is very tricky and unique, of course, but like, hey, you're human. I think you have the right to your feelings, and you did introduce them, and she did know your situation with him. So yeah, girl, I wish you luck. DM me anytime, girl. Oh my god, there's a siren in every video. Never fails. So I'm gonna try and like switch back and forth between different topics. I'm gonna try my best. I kind of just have all the screenshots here, so I don't really want to waste time like flipping back and forth. All right, hey Adyel, about the girl talk get ready with me, I need some advice about snakes. I know you made an entire video. I'm assuming she's referring to the fake friends. I just have a certain scenario that goes more in depth. So around 1 year ago, I dropped a friend because all she did was use me, talk to me down, talk shit behind my back, and all that stuff. She even took almost $200 that she said she was gonna pay back, and that was 2 years ago. She obviously tried to twist the story, turn my friends and boyfriend against me, so I blocked her on everything, and screw that bringing me down. But in November, she ended up getting people to message me and threaten me and harass me. I blocked them too. But no matter what, my ex-best friend finds ways to get my name twisted and can't keep my name out of her mouth. I'm almost 2 years out of high school. I'll be 20 on December 14th. She's in her senior year. Every day there's something new, and the only way I found out is through my one friend who could hear her in class like it's nothing. I don't need this shade with emojis. I know I'm thriving on my own without her, and I lost so many friends because of her. I know I'm better off, but how do I stay positive when all she's doing is putting a negative slate on my name and trying to control other people's outlooks on me? P.S. I love you. You are such an inspiration to me, and I'd love to meet you one day. Oh, thank you, girls. Someday, yes. All the love and support from Canada. OG since 2014. Hey! Sorry if this is lengthy. No, girl. Oh my god. So I'm gonna let this sit in my mind a little bit, let it marinate, and I'm gonna do my brows just because I don't want my foundation, like I want it to stay nice and workable. So I'm gonna do my brows because you guys know I can't do those issues on camera, and I will be right back. Basically, what I have to say to that is, ew. That is literally so annoying, especially the fact that you cut her off. She's clearly just very immature and hurt by losing you, because listen, it's like you're still the center of her attention, and that's really sad. And you know, there's a tweet, when a toxic person can no longer control you, they try to control the way others perceive you, or the way others see you, and then it goes into something else, I forget what. Don't let the words of them get to you. And like, first of all, she could put shame on your name all she wants, but the people that listen, like, who cares about them, because they're just as insecure and sad. You don't want those people in your life anyway, so you can say thank you to them for showing their true colors as well. But literally, as for her, like, she's clearly not gonna cut it out. So I would say, like, tell your one friend that like tells you things, like, just don't tell me anything anymore, like, I'm sick of it, like, I really don't want to hear it, like, she's irrelevant, like, thank you and all, but like, I'm done hearing it. Stop lurking on her, like, stop giving her attention. I know how annoying that could be, but like, you let go of this situation, exactly what you said. You don't need that, especially like, you already got over the hard part, which was letting her go. There are some people out there that will just try and test your limits like no other, and you just gotta keep strong, keep pushing, and keeping like, you know what, whatever. It's so hard, but literally all you can do in situations like these is ignore them, because she wants a reaction. She wants people to think badly of you the way she does, but you literally have to be like, you know, I'm like too old for this, I'm over this, and like, she could say whatever she wants, but at the end of the day, I know the truth, and if anyone wants to believe her, like, that's on them. Like, I really don't care. And yeah, I hope that helped. By the way, I apologize in advance if I'm going through stuff kind of fast. It's just I want to make sure that I get to as many people as possible, and I could literally spend like a whole video talking about one person, you know? But my DMs are always open. I try to respond to as many people as possible. And of course, I always do these videos for that reason. Oh, second siren, what do you know? How do you handle flashbacks of you and your ex? Currently going through a breakup. He broke it off like a month ago, and I still have flashbacks. Okay, this might sound weird, but for some reason, I've never had flashbacks. Like, I feel like I had more flashbacks when we were dating, and I would be reminiscing on what I wish like could come back, or what I wish like that part of him could be like. Maybe it was because it was such a long toxic relationship that now I don't have flashbacks. Like, I'm not sitting here reminiscing or like wanting it back because I don't want it back. But the advice that I can give you, because I mean I have had flashbacks before, just not like after the breakup, because stuff was kind of like so bad that I can't even like think of the good, which I mean is good on my end, because usually when people go through breakups, what kills them is like thinking about all the good. So I kind of like dodged that bullet. But I would say it's totally normal, especially like early on in the breakup, to like be sad and be thinking of it. But you kind of just have to be like, you know what, like, and train your mind to think like, just stop thinking about it. Like, the relationship's over, he's not that person anymore, like that's not us anymore. And don't let that control you, don't let that affect you, don't let that run in your mind, because it's just gonna kill you, honestly. Thinking about those happy memories and those happy times, like, unfortunately it just isn't like that anymore. So you have to tell yourself that and try your hardest not to let it get to you. Question for your Get Ready With Me. So there's this female that's dated every guy I've dated after me, and I don't know whether to be mad, upset, or just I don't know. We've been going to school together since the 3rd grade, and I legit lost it when she dated my ex. We were together for about a year and a half, and she wanted to fight me because I was his ex. Any advice for jealous bitches? Yikes, that's a stalker. That's an obsession. Like, oh, okay. First of all, like, there's some girls out here that like will hate you so much, be so jealous of you, and want to be you so bad, and they'll see you're confident, and the only thing that they can stab you with or get to you with is like your ex or like people that you've been with. Like, that's the only thing they could find like to make you jealous with, because they know you're confident otherwise, so they can't get you with like anything else. That's just cowardly, that's just obsessive, that's just stalker-ish. Like, girl, why do you want my leftovers so bad? Like, shit. Honestly, my reaction to that is like, I'm laughing. Like, you just have to laugh at it. You just have to be like, girl, what is your issue? Like, why are you so obsessed with me? Like, why do you want all my leftovers? She just wants to hop on every guy that you've been with. That's just, yikes. That's a pattern, and that girl is just crazy. So like, you just need to stay away from her. And like, clearly she's doing it to get to you. You just have to act like you do not even care. Like, that is some, ooh, yikes. Run away. Do not entertain that girl whatsoever. Damn. Now this girl, the question she asked really got to me, so I'm gonna answer both of her questions. So the first one is, what do you do when your ex moves on and is dating someone new, but you struggle to move on fully? So you guys follow me on Twitter and social media, you know a lot more, so you better follow my socials. But all right, my scenario is a little bit different because I personally feel like I moved on fully. But look, whenever your ex gets with a new girl, especially 2 months after, where's my tea? Shortly after, it doesn't even matter. Even if you broke up like a year ago and you see your ex with the first person like they've been with since, it's going to sting. And like, you can't tell me that it won't. Like, you love that person and you spent time with them and you invested so much into the relationship. Seeing them with someone else for the first time is going to hurt no matter what. It's humanly impossible for it not to hurt, even though my manipulative lovely ex says otherwise. Anyway, you know, I keep it real with you guys. I put my life on the internet. You know, I've shaded a little bit. The main reason I tweet and like say a bunch of stuff is for you guys, to help you guys, to show you guys that, you know, like, your girl goes through some stuff too. Like, I try and just give advice and like be relatable. That's the only reason I discuss it. My life's on the internet, and like, you guys know that's a huge part of my life. I wasn't gonna answer this because I've been collecting questions for a while. Like, I was gonna try and be as respectful as possible, but my ex pretty much put it all out there for everyone to know, and he knows that you guys, some of you guys follow him and stuff. So therefore, I'm just gonna go ahead and flat out say it. I've had to deal with this very soon afterwards, actually. Sips my tea. Sus or what? I'm not even gonna go into specific details. I'm just gonna focus on my advice for you, girl. And even though at the time when I found out, I felt like I was really moved on from the situation, you know, I was really happy with the decision, I was really happy with my life, it still just knocked me completely down and hurt me. Like, that's the human reaction. And honestly, how I kind of got myself through it was the fact that it all happened so quick. Like, I don't care how moved on you are from a relationship, like you hop it straight into a new relationship like that, like it's a rebound. You know, like I did a lot of researching to help me actually, like if you guys have never done that, like Google's your problems. Like, it sounds so stupid, but Google actually helps wonders. And like I've researched about it, and like once I came to terms to realize like what it was, he and other people can like try and convince themselves otherwise, but like it is what it is. Like it straight up is what it is. Like you do not get out of a long-term relationship like that and move on. Like you just don't. Like the second you meet someone new, then you just like fall into something with them and like bring it up to the same serious level. Like it is just straight up definition. So like my advice, I'm gonna give like 2 versions of advice for this question. The first version is, you know, if the breakup's been a while, if it's been like over 8 months to a year since you guys broke up, if you were together for a very long time, like this is the first person he's been with, but you're still not over him, I would say honestly to use that as a tool to get over him, to be like, really, you're gonna do that? Okay, all right, cool. And on the other hand, if you're fresh out of that relationship with the person and you peep that, like you just have to laugh at it and be like, wow, really? Like you didn't even take time to focus on yourself. Like you did not even take time alone at all. Like you just transfer feelings and compensate in this new thing. Like, bro, you just gotta sit back and laugh at it, honestly. Don't compare yourself. Don't sit there and compare yourself, especially when you know you're popping and you know you did everything for a person and that you're beautiful inside and out. Don't even sit there and compare. Like, it's a joke. You kind of have to put your energy in and feel sorry for the person, and especially when they're doing things on purpose to make you feel some type of way. Like, you just have to laugh at it sometimes. So yeah, that's kind of like my advice. Obviously, I'm gonna be doing a video on heartbreak. If you guys want me to do a girl talk, get ready with me, like specifically about like watching someone move on or rebounding, that would be very shady. Let me know, girl. But then her other question was, what do you do when he puts all his friends above you? He treats them all nice and shit, like he's down to suck their if they ask. Wow, I love her. But when it comes to you, he wouldn't even hold an umbrella over your head when it rains. Ooh, girl. Fun fact, I actually started messaging this girl, like, and we became friends because like I was like, wow, relatable. But I also went through this as well, and what do? You cut him off. You say, okay, go be with your friends then. Like, be prepared to be called crazy, jealous of his friends, all this crap. But honestly, boys don't realize that like their girls got their backs before their homeboys do or homegirls do any day. Like, your girl, there's nothing like the person that loves you. Like, they are gonna have your back like no other. And like, I went through this constantly in my last relationship, like over and over again with so many different people, over and over and over. And finally, like, you just have to realize like you can't change them. Like, you can tell them how much it hurts you over and over, but like if they don't have respect for you and they don't realize what they're doing, they're not gonna change. Like, you just need to let that man go, because there are men out there, I have learned, that will do anything for you. And it's not even like a question. You don't even have to tell them about it. Like, don't lower your standards for someone. Don't try and teach someone how to treat you, because if they don't, like, no, you just have to walk away, sis. And like, no matter how hard it is, like, I promise you, there are so many better people in this world. Next question. Advice, please. So my boyfriend of 3 years was secretly talking to this girl the last few months we were together. And right when I dumped him because I noticed something sketchy was happening, they automatically are now dating and hooked up 10 days after our breakup. Relatable! Advice to help me not care, because this is all I think about and I'm sick of crying over a trash human being he is. Girl, you came to the right girl! Alright, so like, you know, I'm not gonna sit here in front, like, I still struggle with it. Like, that is the biggest stab in the back. That is the biggest self-esteem ruiner that someone can do, like switching to a new person just like that. And like, especially when you find out it was happening during your relationship, you just have to know that they didn't love you to be doing you like that. Like, someone who loves you isn't gonna go searching somewhere else, okay? And like, that's not on you. The main thing I learned is don't blame yourself. Like, I think I blamed myself so much. Like, I would listen to all the flashbacks, the negative flashbacks would come back about hearing how I ain't shit, my personality's trash, and there's someone's out there with a better one. Like, all that stuff kind of came into my mind in the comparison. And what you have to do is you have to put all that energy into yourself. You need to not focus on him. Like, you have to address the trash kind of person he is. You need to laugh at it. You need to be like, really? Like, you can't even spend time alone? Like, this is what you do? You just hop from relationship to relationship? Like, and sometimes what people will do is they see relationships ending, where they see they've lost you, so they emotionally try and go and invest in someone else. And then once they feel like, okay, I got that person to fall back on once the relationship is over, then they will let go, because then they'll be like, okay, it won't be that hard. But then they never get over you. It's a constant cycle. They never took time to be alone. They never took time to reflect. And it's just a cycle. You just need to look at it as another wake-up call that they're trash. Exactly what you said. Someone with respect would never do that. Respect for themselves, respect for you, and respect for their next boyfriend or girlfriend. Like, they just don't do that. And you have to have serious problems if you cannot be alone. If you're really out here playing those games like that, like, you just have to realize, like, it's his issue, it's not yours. You have to know that you did not do anything. This is not your fault. You can't sit and feel sorry for yourself that he didn't realize your worth, sis. Because a lot of the times they know your worth, they know you're too good for them, so they want to settle for way less. Manipulative people will also try and make you feel like, you know what, maybe it is my fault, maybe like she is better, blah blah blah. Like, don't even go there. Seriously, like, it's not even worth your time. And I know it hurts like hell to see that someone disrespects you that bad and didn't care about you that much, and like all your suspicions and gut feelings are coming alive, girl. But at the end of the day, like, you need to focus on your growth. You need to focus on your healing, and you just gotta be sorry for them. And eventually, also another way that I got over it is like, they're ripping the band-aid off for you at the perfect time. Like, think about it. Like, it was gonna hurt no matter what. Seeing them with someone else was gonna hurt eventually. But be thankful that they did it so early on, you know? Like, so this way it's not gonna hurt in the future. Like, I know it's like an immense amount of pain to be dealing with. Like, trust me, like, I didn't even find out that this whole thing was happening until 2 months after the breakup. So it re-triggered me, it re-put me in that state, you know? Actually 3 months after. So I can't imagine like what that's like dealing with the breakup itself at the same time. But you just have to be like, you know what, this isn't worth my time, this isn't worth my energy. I need to focus on me. If that's how he wants to heal, like, okay, good riddance, like, goodbye, like, ooh, okay, have fun with that. All right, next question. We're switching it up a little bit. I want to stray away from like doing too many of those questions. Hey Adyel, I'm almost done with my sophomore year of high school, which means I should start looking out where I want to go to college soon. My dad keeps telling me he wants me to leave for college because the colleges here aren't the best, but a part of me wants to stay home. I don't know what to do. I don't want to disappoint my dad. You are an inspiration and I love you. I love you too. So, coming from someone that decided to go away for college, I completely 110% recommend that you go away for college. Whether it's across the country like I did, or whether it's just a state over. I have had the biggest growth since moving to a new place. I have learned so many lessons. I have learned how to be independent, how to rely on myself and myself only, and it has been the biggest blessing. Don't get me wrong, at first it's the hardest thing, one of the hardest things you're ever gonna have to do, one of the hardest lessons you're ever gonna learn, ever. But like, girl, you need to have that confidence in yourself. Think about it. College is the one time you can go wherever wherever you want. When you're older, you can't just get up and leave your life. I mean, you can if you really wanted to, but college is a perfect excuse to say, like, you know what, I dream of going there someday, so like, let me go, you know? It's an excuse to live anywhere you want in this world for 4 years of your life. And especially if you have your parents' support, like, take it and run with it, girl. You learn so much. You expand your mind. Like, you don't have like such a closed mind. You don't keep like that mindset that people that stay home do. Like, you're gonna broaden your horizons. You're gonna meet so many new and different people, and it's like the best life lesson I think I've ever gotten. And it's taught me not to deal with certain things. It's taught me my worth. It's taught me like I could do anything I set my mind to. I don't think a lot of people realize like how hard and brave it is. Like, I literally moved across the country, and out of my entire graduating class, I went the furthest of anyone, and I see my family less than everyone else does. I don't get to come home as often as everyone else does. I don't get as long of breaks as everyone else does. I don't get a summer off to come home like everyone else does. Like, it's a huge sacrifice, but it is the best sacrifice I've ever made in my entire life. Like, the thought is so scary, but if I could encourage all of you, if you have the chance, if you have the support to go away, please go away, because like, I promise you, after the first 6 months, you will realize it's hard. It's so hard. You're gonna want to come home a lot. You're gonna get homesick. You're gonna get family sick. You're gonna get friends sick. But after the first 6 months, after that first initial wave, you're just like, wow, like, I'm so glad that I did this. Get ready with me. Question: do you have any experience / advice with alcohol, drugs, or any experience with friends that do it but you don't want to? I don't know how to approach this situation. Thank you for the advice. Thank you so much. So I'm so glad you asked this, because I really love giving advice on this, because as most of you know, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do any drugs of any sort. Sober Adyel is lit Adyel, and one of my principles of life is I really try to live life to the fullest sober. Like, I don't want to ever have to rely on alcohol or drugs or any type of substance to have fun. And a lot of people always never believe me that I'm sober, ever. Like, they have to sit there and question me, and I'm like, do you have a breathalyzer? Like, because I don't care. And like, the main question I get all the time is like, how do you dance like that then? Like, how do you have that confidence then? You know, since moving to California, like, it was different in high school because I didn't have like friends doing it and stuff, but since moving to California, especially where weed is legal, especially where people are blazing it up at the club, you know, since it's around me all the time, like, you know, sometimes I get questions, sometimes I get weird looks, but recently what I've gotten is like high fives and go you, and like, wow, I wish I could be like that. Like, I've gotten compliments for it, and like, it's something that I am proud of. Like, I don't mean like, if you do drugs or alcohol, you're not a bad person. Like, I think that's what people, like, I'm not some goody two-shoes, you know? Like, I don't judge anyone that decides to do that. Like, this is just my principles and my morals and like what I want for myself. And honestly, you just have to stick to that. You have to be confident in that, and you have to not let anyone influence you. You can let people do whatever the hell they want, but like, that doesn't mean that you have to do it too. So yeah, maybe if you want another Girl Talk Get Ready with me just on alcohol and drugs, I would love to do that. So my boyfriend and I are struggling. Sorry, this is so long. Like, I get so involved in this. So my boyfriend and I are struggling. We've been dating for 3 years, and we are graduating soon, and I'm working around his schedule and his decision so I can make it work. But he said he couldn't secure our future, and I just don't know what to do. I've had such a hard time lately that I don't know what to do. By the way, thank you, and I love you so much. I love you more. And girl, that was me. I know it's so heartbreaking to feel like someone doesn't love you the way you love them, and like, they don't got you the way that you got them. But girl, leave, please. Like, there are people out there that will show you you are worth everything, that will make you a priority. And like, he's literally telling you, my ex would tell me this too, like, he's literally telling you he can't secure your future. No, what is that? Like, if you love someone, you make that work. Like, I'm gonna stab you guys with this mascara. You make that work. You do everything. Your life is surrounded around that person. I know, because I've loved someone that much. I've loved someone so much, literally plan my life around them and make life decisions around them. And I just thank God that it's over, because I don't know what your girl would have done if like I stayed around for years and I kept making those sacrifices just in the end. Like in the end, it's all gonna come crumbling down. Let that man go. You're gonna feel so much better when you find someone that goes out of their way for you. Like, it's not supposed to be like that. It's not supposed to be one-sided. You're not supposed to fight with someone to love you. Say bye, say toodles, like toodaloo. Like, it's the hardest thing you're ever gonna have to do because you love that person, but like, you need to love yourself more. And once you love yourself more, you won't ever let any of that slide. All right, I'm pretty much done with my makeup, so I'm just gonna answer like one more. I just feel so bad because I have so many, and there's so many good ones. All right, I'm gonna answer this one because this one's like just a little bit more lighthearted, a little bit more fun and easy to answer, so it won't be 5 years long. Okay, so Adyel, I want to start by saying how much I love you and keep shining, baby girl. Thank you! But girl, I need advice. How do I slide into someone's DMs without seeming thirsty or like even telling them you like them in person? Like, help your girl with pickup lines. Thanks, love you, girl. Honestly, I say like I usually do is like I try and be slick about it. If they tweeted something like in specific, like write back something slick. Like, there's not really like lines, you know, and like you don't want to make it seem like there's a rehearsed line that you use on everybody. But honestly, when it comes to in person, like from what I've noticed, like, and from what I've had guy friends tell me, like they like when you're straight up. Like, go up to them and literally be like, hey, like I think you're cute. Go up and be like, hey cutie, like, you know, I don't know, it's really hard, like especially to get out of your comfort zone, but like eventually you just have to know like you have nothing to lose, and you like someone, like let them know, show it. You won't regret it most of the time. So that is it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Also, thank you to those of you who submitted your amazing questions. I really hope this helped you in some way, even those that didn't submit questions. If you related to any of these topics, I hope that my advice helped, and I can't wait to do this again after 2 more Girl Talk Get Ready with me's. And remember, my DMs are always open. I'm always screenshotting, and even if I don't always reply to you, just know that I read and I try and save them, and I try to reply to as many people as possible. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all so much, and I will see you guys next time. Bye everyone. I just realized I didn't even spray my face. Who am I? Who am I? Not Adyel, I guess. Not today. The hell?